Hey guys, and welcome to my top 5 most active paranormal activity video. Basically today I'm going to be going through what I believe to be some of the most active and intense paranormal activity occurrences I've caught over the last 5 years since filming this stuff. So without further ado then, number 5, messing with me in the new house. So basically after uni, me and the girlfriend got a house of our own, and we decided it was only a small place and it had been pretty quiet mostly. And then one day I caught some activity downstairs and decided to start filming again. And then almost without hesitation I was at home alone one day and suddenly there was a load of knocking and banging upstairs. So I grabbed the camera and I decided to go up and investigate. It'd been going for about 5 minutes. Just what occurred after that just was beyond count. The activity we had: shadow apparitions, orbs, banging. It slammed my door, it turned on my TV, it just literally just went nuts all while I was filming. And I'm not sure if to a certain extent it was kind of playing up because it knew I was filming, but it definitely did some intense activity on that one, so that's why I put that to number 5. Hello? I know you're in there, you may as well show yourself. Oh. This is getting old. Number 4, throwing the box at me. Now I know this made it to one of my other top 5 videos and it's for good reason. It's genuinely one of the most intense moments of activity I've ever caught. Basically I was home alone. Sean was away on a training scheme, she was away for a week, and it was literally just endless. It started banging and scratching in the loft, and I was struggling to sleep, and by the end of the week I had literally got to the end of my tether. I couldn't handle it anymore. I got a bit frustrated and I decided I was going to go up and confront this thing, tell it to leave my house. I don't want it there anymore. And when I went up with the camera, I caught both the guitar falling and a box just threw itself straight at me, and it knocked me back. I couldn't believe it's one of the most physical moments of activity it's ever had, especially towards me. And yeah, that was pretty intense, and that's why I put that to number 4. Okay. Hello? Hello? Look, if you're there, I want you to leave my house. Nah, fuck this. I'm staying downstairs. Do whatever it wants. Number 3, ghost throws a chair. Now this is, I'm pretty certain, the first video I ever posted of the activity on YouTube, even before part 1 of the actual documentation. When I first started filming this, I actually intended it to be a one-off documentary about some interesting stuff that was happening in my house. I had no idea at the time that this would actually go on as long as it did. It was never something I planned for, and in the process of filming all that, when I started capturing intense activity like this, the kitchen chair throwing itself across the room, it was then that I realised how big the situation was and decided to split it up, because I knew that this wasn't something that was going to stop soon. And yeah, well, check it out for yourselves, and this is why I put it to number 3. Number 2, messing up the living room. Now this was fairly intense as activity goes. It was very active. Unlike the others, like normally there's an item or two moving at a time, but in this instance I caught a shadow apparition, as well as the table moving, the bin moving, the Christmas tree, just literally all the objects that you could see in the general vicinity of the camera were moving around, and some of them even simultaneously. So like it must have been at a point where this entity had just gained so much energy and so much strength that it was able to do this stuff, even perhaps without the physical touch, without necessarily being there. It must have, in order to move all these objects at once. Either that or there was more than one entity at the time. I'm at a loss, but this was genuinely one of the most intense bits of activity I've ever caught. So many things going on at once. I mean, just check it out for yourselves. Number 1, destroying my room. Okay, so back in uni, basically, I'd moved into this house with a couple of friends, and this activity had started again. So I pulled out the old cameras, I set them up, and I caught some interesting stuff, like this bottle moved across the table, and pillows here and there shifted around, even photo frame, little bits, nothing too intense. But then I caught an apparition in the bedroom, and I could tell that it sort of loomed over my bed, and I could just sort of tell that something was a bit different about it. And then on November 15th, now this is 2012, we're talking about it, I was in the house on my own. Like, the 2 housemates had gone to a house party somewhere. Like, I'm not a big drinker, so I stayed home and, I thought I'd do some work or, just relax. And I heard this thumping downstairs, or what sounded like it was downstairs, and quickly I grabbed the camera, I explained what had been going on, and I decided I'd go down and investigate it. I kind of followed it out into the back garden, where at least that's what it sounded like. And I'd only taken a couple of steps out there, thinking maybe the housemates were playing around trying to scare me or something. And then I heard this crashing sound up from behind me. It was up in the bedroom. I spun around, I saw some things fly against the window, and I don't know what possessed me, but I just ran. I ran straight up to the bedroom. Like, it was the first place. I just kind of wanted to see it. I wanted to see what the hell was happening. And I got there, and I had bedding all over the floor, my chair was broken, my monitors had fallen over, and it was just a mess. And for the first time I literally gave up. I panicked so bad that I left the house. I grabbed a couple of bits of clothing and just left. And after that I kind of decided I was going to leave it there. It's 10:10. I'm in the house on my own again. Mike and Charlie have gone off to some house party somewhere, and it started banging downstairs. It's been going for about 5 minutes. I've been hesitating. I really don't want to go down, but it's not stopping this time, and it's getting louder. You can hear it now. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna see what's up. Hello? Mike? Charlie? there. Actually, kind of sounds like it's coming from outside. Can't see. Hello. Hello? What the fuck is that? Hello? So that's my list, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you agreed with my list, let me know. If you didn't, let me know your list. Or even if you've seen videos elsewhere that you think I'd be interested in, do post me them. I'd love to give them a watch. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.